Hello everyone, welcome on back to the channel. Today I want to be demonstrating my technique for fishing square bills. We're going to talk about rod, reel, line, the areas I like to throw them in, really kind of break it down for you guys and show you how, where, and why I like to throw a square bill. It's a bit of a cool morning this morning, about 40 degrees, mid-March, kind of early spring. This is a great time to throw crankbaits, particularly square bills, as you can throw those up shallow from the bank, from the boat, wherever you're at. Alright, so when I'm throwing a Squarebill crankbait, I typically want to start off in an area like this. I've got kind of a rocky point here. The wind is actually blowing in towards us. That wind is usually going to help push bait fish and debris and things in the water that the fish want to eat towards us. So this is a good spot to line up. Typically, I'll go down kind of a parallel bank like this to start, and then I'll kind of work more toward the middle of the point. With it being kind of overcast, I've got this darker color on here. This is the sleepover color from Monsterbass. With the colder temp, I'm using that flat side, that tighter wobble and vibration. Just cast that out and slowly start working that back. I'm using my Monsterbass lunker stick here. This is the 7-foot medium, moderate fast. Great for square bills, lipless, other small body crankbaits. Got a Abu Garcia 6:4 gear ratio. You can throw anywhere from a 6.1 to maybe like a 6.6. I like a 6.4 personally. Rod lengths, you want kind of a parabolic bend to have those treble hooks load up well when you go to set the hook. Anywhere from like a 6.9 to a 7.2 rod will work. And then I prefer to use a 10-pound line. I've got some Berkeley trilene on here. I throw a couple more casts out here straight across this point. I'm basically just letting that kind of dig down into those rocks. Kind of taking some momentary pauses, working it up. I don't know if you guys can see down over to my right. I see some bait fish, kind of some little bluegills or maybe some baby bass kind of stacked up on this one side. That's definitely a good sign when we're seeing bait down in amongst these rocks here. Slow it down and give it kind of a twitch. Let it dig. Mix up that cadence a little bit. I'm going to come in along this brush line here, come parallel with that as well. I may switch it up here and go with a more natural look. This square bill is about the size of this bait that I'm seeing here, but obviously they're kind of more that gray, natural look. I may try to mimic that a bit more and see if that'll draw a bite. Okay, so I switched up to this more natural shad bait fish color, black back, kind of ghost transparent sides. We're going to see if we toss this around a bit, if we can get a bite. There we go. Right on the edge of that rock line. Come here, bud. Decent belly on this guy. Probably about a 1.5 pounds. Appreciate the bite, bud. But yeah, we definitely got some shad around here, some rocks, some good structure. This is a really good place to try to target these bass. As you can see, there's even a big gizzard shad down there dead. There we go. Oh, had another one. I didn't get a good hook set. Right there in about the same spot I got the last one. I'm gonna try to throw it out there again. I'm winding this pretty slow with how cold it is. As you see, I mean, I'm on a 6:4 gear ratio. I'm just slowly cranking out. I'll put a little twitch in there every once in a while. There we go. Got another one. Come over here, buddy. Got that one the same way. Right off the end of this point. And these rocks. There we go. Little guy, probably 3/4 of a pound, but we'll take it. It's a fun bite nonetheless. Another great thing about these Monsterbass Flatline Squarebills is they've got these ridges on the bottom, as you can hopefully see there, that help displace the water. It's a slightly different vibration, but between the bill knocking the rocks and feeling that water vibrate through there, there's a certain feel that it has in the water. And when you kind of twitch it, work it different ways, pump it, stop it, you know, all that has an effect, and I really think that's helping draw in that bite. Let's see if we can get a couple more doing this. Here comes the rain. Sometimes that turns them on too, so we'll welcome it for the time being. Oh, there we go. We got another one. There's a little... Oh, he came off. See, it feels like there's a little bit of a brush pile or kind of a log jam or something out past this. I don't know, probably 30 feet in front of this little shrub here. And that's where I pulled that guy off of. He got off right at the end. But taking that squarebill and ticking it across that brush like that is usually a good way to get a bite, as you saw as well. I'm going to see if I can repeat that and actually land one this time. There we go. Got one. Oh, he's digging. There we go. He went for the red treble that time. He hit it head first. He really wanted it. I had kind of bounced it off a twig, and I felt it felt a bit of a tick, like maybe he was going after it or something was going after it. I kind of set the hook. I paused for a second, cranked it up again, and wham, he slammed it. There, see, we got you free, bud. Little guy, but man, he attacked it. That was fun. I'm gonna throw one more toward that brush pile and see if we can get one more on. See if we can get something a little bigger. There we go. Got another one off that brush pile. Ooh, that feels a little better. That feels a little better. Now they're barely getting it in the side of the mouth, so I gotta be careful getting him up here so I can actually get a handle on him. Don't be doing all of that, bud. There we go. There's another one on the squarebill. Just keep running that same technique. There we go. Oh, that feels better. That feels better. I think that's about halfway out that time. No, I think it's about the same. He was just digging it first a little bit. That's a little better than the last one, at least. Probably, oh, closer to... There he is. There he goes. He came off as I was lifting him up. Closer to that first one we got. About 1.5 pounds. Again, I'm anywhere from, right at the bank to probably 6 foot, maybe 7 foot of water. Really, I'd say 6, because honestly the water's kind of low. We're probably in the 5 to 6 area, but that Squarebill is like the perfect diving depth to cover all of the water column that we're in right now. Oh, there we go. Not slacking it. I had to catch up to him. Oh. Wasn't ready for that. I was talking. Got the weed line there. Just fine. Sometimes you want to get those weed and brush areas. You just want to tick the top or tick the edge. There's usually some bass hiding in there that'll want to bite. Alright, I lost my one shad color, but I had another little kind of transparent sexy shad that's similar to that. So I'll try tossing that around a bit and see if I can get some more bites on that. Since the wind has shifted a little bit, I'm going to work down this other bank and kind of work it parallel along all these. You can see there's all kinds of log jams and big rock slabs, concrete slabs. So I'm going to try to come in here and kind of work parallel to this. There we go. There's another one. Ooh. Started running, trying to get up in that brush. Went for it head first that time. That's, they really want it. Another guy about 1.5 pounds or so. Probably about 1.25 pounds, but just running that same technique, hitting this brush, hitting the rocks, going where the wind is. That's all there is to it, guys. Alright, back in the truck here. I'm getting ready to move down to this other end since the wind has shifted. But hopefully you guys have learned something about crankbait fishing, squarebill fishing in particular. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Use Your Hook Setter, and also subscribe to the Monsterbass channel as well. All of this wouldn't have been possible without great products like the Flatline and the Lunker sticks. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch the video, and we will see you on the next one.